4 people start.
Yeah, maybe you'll get
4 people, extra credit points, 4 people. Okay.
Okay. Hi, my name is Noah. And my informative speech on the criminal justice system. So the criminal justice system has an array of job opportunities. There's hundreds out there. It's a great way for honoring God and for like showing your personality to people. So my 3 points have to do with the good and bad about the criminal justice system, mostly good. So my first point is a not so great thing about the criminal justice system. So through it we have a lack of patrolling, like around communities, and lack of arrests due to drug charges. There are cities out there, like bigger cities like Chicago and Detroit and Washington, D.C., that have a bunch of drug problems, and lots of it is undercover, so it's hard to find out who it is. So it is hard to arrest people due to drugs, but a lot of arrests are made through traffic stops. That's when most of drug arrests are done. There's also a bunch of, not a bunch, but a little bit of corruption in the criminal justice system and racism. Corruption has to do with, police officers not being honest through their work, and, taking advantage of people and taking advantage of maybe like a drug raid, taking drugs from like a section of the police station. And racism, a lot of people, we have debates about racism, but I do believe that there is racism throughout the criminal justice system. I think it's a very, big point that that they make to not make it a problem, but there are people out there that obviously do make it a problem, and, when arrests are made, racism is involved quite a bit. My second point is that it's a good point. So the dedication towards the investigations and like concerning felony charges, they do a great job of investigating rapes or murders or any other sort of felony charges. They make sure that they put all of their effort into making sure that these families get their peace and get, information about what is going on, with their loved one. And they make it, a life dedication. If they don't ever find the person, I've read many books that, they make it, their life decision, life goal to, find this person before, maybe a mother deceased or something like that. My third main point has to do with the dedication towards protecting the public. I think that our police officers do a great job protecting the public. Like when we have speeches from important people, there's big crowds, and there are always officers there looking out for people. And I think that they just do a great job, protecting those small children, making sure that everybody is, paying attention to the rules and paying attention to their surroundings. It is a very undervalued job. There are lots of people that don't believe that being a police officer has to do with a bunch of stress or just like physical factors. There are lots of officers that go through depression, go through medical issues because of the stress that they're under constantly. They do a great job maintaining our nation's safety, and through that they're viewing horrendous things like death and family members going through these horrible times, and going to crime scenes and seeing these horrific scenes of deceased people. It's definitely a God-honoring job. They do their best, whether they believe in God or not, whether they're Christians or not. They do their best to be there for people like how Jesus wants us to be. And while there are some cracks in the system, I think that our criminal justice system does a great job overall. And thank you for listening.